Alright, what's up everybody? I guess as one of the few people that made content surrounding this game, I should be talking about this. Basically, as you can see on screen, Blue Protocol is ending service. Ending service before it got released in the West, which is very bad by them. Don't know how else I would word that, other than it being very bad. I can go over my experience regarding the game, okay? Since I did play the game quite a lot. I have to say, at the start, it was very rough for the game itself. There were a lot of people from the Japanese community complaining about it as well. And that basically dragged on all the way through, to be fair. But for me personally, I had a good experience about 85 to 90% of the time. At the start, I mentioned how there is a lack of monetization, with the game being too generous. It ended up going all the way through until the very end. And unfortunately, the monetization never went through. As in them doing more of it. I don't really have like a script or anything, so I'm just really babbling on about this. A few things that I think they could have done to solve the monetization issue. One would be quite an obvious one, which is simply release founder packs, which gives global an idea that the game is coming, and they would make a lot of money from that, to be honest. Probably more than they made with the entire game by just from the Japanese version. Because I think a ton of people, including myself, were very interested in this game and would be willing to purchase the most expensive packs and things like that. Another thing they could have done is simply, rather than making the outfits gacha, giving them a static price of a certain amount, because the gacha also was like too generous. Rather than people being used to like 0.x%, it's like 3% per costume. They tried to even get rid of more pay to win, in the sense that recently they removed the good imagines from the battle pass and then made a separate shop for them that you can get for free with currency, which also was honestly not the best move. Then they introduced that you had to do gacha for a specific imagine, which was already towards the end, like last month or something. So I think they already knew the end was coming, so they might have just tried to grab some cash before they left. Sadly, there is so much that could have been done better, but there was so much that was done right too. To be honest, at the start, honestly, the devs didn't really know anything about an MMO. They were just having a struggle like the first couple of months, and honestly, especially as in like people being new to that and making that, I feel like it's hard to expect them to make a profit instantly. Sadly, that profit never came because of the thing I mentioned, like monetization issues, right? So it just ended up as a GG, and sadly, they didn't even give the West a chance. I think even giving us a chance to purchase something would have us buy it, and I think things would have been more stable instantly for them. Now, not necessarily like perfect, but there would be a significant improvement, to say the least. Another thing they didn't really do, at least when it related to the Western version, is like communications. I think everybody knows that too. There were barely any communications with like Amazon or the Western version in general. You basically never got any updates. That's also a big lackluster thing there. I don't know how long Amazon knew that it was coming, but sadly they had to end their partnership with them as well. At the end, Bandai Namco made the decision, so We can't really hate on Amazon for that one. It's more so an issue that lays somewhere in Bandai Namco. Personally, I was very passionate about the game, or am. I played it a lot. I even revolved my entire YouTube channel around it. I even wanted to revolve my entire Twitch channel around it when it came to global. I was purposefully waiting with streaming it a lot on Twitch, so that when the global comes around, we have something to be hyped about together. But instead, we got nothing. I feel kind of sad about it personally too. As I said, I really wanted to play this game a lot, but it just wasn't meant to be, I guess. So now we'll have to look for something else. In that regard, I don't know what will happen to my YouTube channel or anything, or what game I want to go for next. If you have any suggestions, just leave a comment or something, because I don't even know what I want to go to next. Game-wise, it's just such a shame. It could have been so much more. After like the first few months, they actually started working on things properly. We had like a roadmap, we had like new mini games coming, new events, of course, every month. We had the new Valiant Arena, and the other thing, we had a lot of hard content that was coming even, but that's already all released, and unfortunately that won't hit the West either. I think the only way this game will be saved if someone would like buy out the IP, which, oh, I love the game. I don't really see a reason why anyone would, unless they really want to like repurpose the entire system and like redo monetization and build that up from scratch. Now, the thing is, the game wasn't, how do I put it? It wasn't pay to win enough, because technically you could just get everything for free. You didn't really have to like hardcore grind for anything other than like a few equipment slots here and there, but you couldn't buy that either, so there's nothing like to speed up or anything. There was just a big lack in them making money, and I think that's just what it came down to. That's why I think them putting the founder pack out would have just helped. But I don't know really what else to say. All I can say is I will miss this game, because I did enjoy playing it a lot. I don't know what I'm gonna play next. Yeah. It was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted, or it was fun before it even came out. It's a sad story, isn't it? A bad ending. Bad ending for the game. I don't know if there's anything else I should mention, like... The game has good music. Like, the game has fine graphics, anime style. It's not a lot of games that have that. There were so many people that were looking forward to the game. Even if you go like to the Steam charts, 70k people or something had wishlisted it. Well, there was even barely any, like, let alone any marketing for it at all. It was already like a highly expected game by many people. Instead, we all get disappointment and nothing. Just what it is. Well, I guess thank you guys for watching. On to the next adventure, I guess, wherever that may be. I hope you guys enjoyed the game too, if you managed to play, that is. Peace out from a ex-Blue Protocol content creator, I guess. Kind of sad. I had so much plans and so much ideas that I couldn't bring to life. I even had an entire guild up and ready already. Yeah. So much for that, I guess. We'll have to wait for other games.